Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Friday. It is 82 and sunny. I have been on the go since 10 after 8 this morning. I left here and I just got back about 10 minutes ago, about 4:30. And I'm getting ready to leave again here in a minute. This is the first chance I've had to. Anyway, busy day, and something exciting is about to happen, I think. I see my ride coming, so you'll see very soon. I just bought this vehicle. This is the first time starting it up as an owner. We did test drive it, but yeah, I'll just have to give you a tour if I get home before dark. I gotta get home before dark, but let's listen to her start up. Oh, the radio came on. That's what I gotta figure out next before I head home. Okay, this is my maiden voyage. I'll turn the camera off once I get out of the parking lot. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. Better turn the music down. Alright, we're off. Gotta make one stop for gas on the way home, and then I'll show you around a little bit. And here it is. It may not look like much, but it will do me fine. It will do me fine. 1991 Chevy Suburban 2500. I believe that makes it a 3/4 ton. 140,000 miles. Yeah, so, and I just put 140,000 miles on it on the way home. When I got it, it wasn't there yet. Yes, it does have a blue hood. That is part of the deal. And, yeah, 4-door, nice tires. I'm sure I'll be talking more specs about this in the future. Alright, here we go. This is the cab. It's just got the bench seat. And I'm getting a glare from the sun. My biggest question is, does it have cruise control? Yeah, that's a little cruise control thing right there. It's not working that I can figure out yet, but that can be worked on. No back seat, which is not a big deal to me right now. That can always be added later, and it's not like I'm hauling around a bunch of kids or anything. It's usually just me, so back seat can be added later. It's got the swing out back doors, and yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of room. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I gotta figure out how to open this door. I think you pull this up. There we go. There we go. Drew got a truck to help me move. Well, I got a Suburban to help me move too. And I believe that's at least 8 feet, according to the specifications. I haven't measured it myself. But yeah, I can slap an air mattress down there and take a nap if I want to. It is ready to go for towing. Just need to slide a hitch in there And yep, this thing is powerful enough to do everything and then some that I need it to do. All right, yeah, it's not rusted out. You know, this is a 30-year-old car now, but it is in very good condition body-wise. I mean, it needs a paint job. Well, if you care about that kind of thing. I really don't care about that kind of thing. Well, yeah, this is really cool. There we go, a 30-year-old Chevy Suburban, 5.7 liter V8 engine. Yeah, I'll get into the details some other time, maybe on another channel on the Noisy Neighbors. Speaking of the Noisy Neighbors, did Drew influence this one? Yeah, he had some influence on that. Yeah, what's going to happen to my current truck? I know, this raises all kinds of questions. That truck was just a gift to me from my family. It was just a deal that was too good to be refused, and so I didn't. It was a great upgrade from the previous truck that I had, and it's still a great truck. I got no problems with it other than two things. It doesn't have cruise control, and that's an expensive thing to add, and especially here lately, it doesn't have a topper, and ever since I got that thing, I've been looking for a topper or something like that. They're just used ones in the right size and color, and yeah, you're just not going to find stuff out in the boondocks of Arkansas like that. The topper, I like to pick up 10 bags of chicken feed when I go to the store. And so in that truck that I currently have, you can't do that when it's raining. And when it's raining is the perfect day for me to go to the store. So I had to plan my chicken feed trips around the weather. And, you know, that can, yeah, not a big deal. But that was one of the things. And I knew I was not keeping that truck long term because it didn't have cruise control and, you know, stuff like that. Most of my construction projects around here, and see, I'm moving. And that will pull a trailer, so if I do need, you know, 16-foot long cattle panels or 12-foot long lumber or something like that, I can definitely pull a trailer with supplies on that. Now I can go to town when it's raining and stock up on chicken feed instead of, you know, ruining a gorgeous afternoon going into the store. On those nice days, I can actually be at my property, whichever one it is, working. So that was a cool thing. All right, here's a little bit of story. I'd been kind of keeping my eye open for a car for a while, and I was ready to pull the trigger because I'll get to that. Yeah, there's so many moving parts in here. According to the Consumer Price Index, used car values are up 21% this year so far. 21%, and still going higher. So, yeah, computer chip shortage, not as many newer cars on the lots, the supply and demand. Used car prices are higher. I don't know if that's true here in Arkansas, but I do know it is true here in Arkansas because I've been shopping for cars. Let's see. I got a little bit of help last week, and so I've been seriously shopping for a car for about a week now. And Tuesday, when we got together with Drew and did that well video, originally that day was meant to me go down there, pick Drew up. I had arranged to look at a GMC Yukon, a newer one. It was like a 2002, I think. But it was up around not quite as far as Fayetteville, but two hours, a little bit over 2 hours away. And so we were waiting. I went down there first thing in the morning. We were waiting to hear back from the owners on what time they could show it because I had told them I'm 2 hours away, so give me some time. When they finally got back to us in the morning, I guess I was taking number. So I was number 3 or 4 or 5 in line to come and look at that one. And that was a pretty good deal. So that one that I liked, the GMC Yukon, fell through. And I was already down at Drew, so Yeah, we pulled up all the Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all that stuff and started looking. And Drew came across this one, and he said, "Dude, this is the one you should get." So that one's Drew's fault. Um, yeah, it's a 91, so it is older, but he likes older vehicles, and he thinks he can keep this one on the road for me for a few years without a ton of, whatever, whatever. So yeah, so we went ahead and then we found that on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we went to take a look at it, and we did not buy it on Wednesday, and that was a few things still needed to happen. Their price was firm, and I didn't have enough. So enter, Thursday and today, Friday. Man, I've been selling everything that I had been planning on selling. The baby chicks that hatched, I still got a few more of those, but a lot of the pullets. So the pullets that left yesterday, they went towards this, and then today, oh my gosh. Last night, as soon as I knew I was getting close enough to being able to buy this thing, I put out anyway. So a whole bunch of chicks and more pullets left today. I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning last night, getting them ready to go first thing this morning. I woke up at 6:45 this morning, and I was out of here at 10 after 8. And then I went one direction, then I went the other direction, and then I got back here just in time got a ride from a neighbor into Russellville so that I could pick this up today. And yeah, so I'm running on fumes today. Oh, speaking of fumes, yeah, that thing's gonna be a gas hog. My current Dodge Dakota gets about 17 miles per gallon. This thing will be like 12, 14. I'll find out here pretty quick. But one thing with me moving is that I'm going to be a lot closer to town. So when I do make those feed runs, it's only, 15, 20 minutes. It's like 12 miles instead of currently it's like 28 miles, and it can be 35 or longer minutes to get there. So, and also once I get moved, I know somebody next door who's going into town almost every day. And so I'm not going to be doing more driving in the future. So the gas mileage wasn't a big thing for me. Having the space back there. And that's another thing with moving and the rain. My truck, oh man, I can't load it up. For me, physically, it's hard for me to load up my truck, take it to the new place, and unload it all in the same day while I've still got, everything, all the chickens and everything else going around here. So that's hard for me, and so it'd be nicer if I could like load it up one day, take it down there the next day and unload it. But overnight it gets, if it rained, I couldn't load it the day before. That just happened last week. I was going to take a trip down, but it was raining, so I couldn't do anything because the bed of my truck is, not covered. And so this thing, I can do 2 storage bins, and in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and a few more the next day, and it can sit in there. It can rain every day, and I got no worries. So that's gonna be helpful for me moving. And the physically moving stuff, I don't have a ton of. Well, I guess I probably do have a ton of stuff now, but that's not the bottleneck of me getting moved. Is moving stuff from here to there. That's not going to be a big deal, especially now. I can just shove the tubs in there and get moved down there. So yeah, moving stuff from here to there is not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is having a house that's good enough for me to get moved in and live in. And so right now I'm having a problem with the water well and the sand filter connected with the water well. I need to get that taken care of. We got to have water. The furnace and the air conditioner, I got to get something figured out about that. The furnace, I'd really like to get that going again because I am not going to rely on a wood stove for my only source of heat when I'm trying to keep a temperature at an even place for hatching eggs. So the wood stove cannot be my primary heat source, so I really need to get that furnace going. And the air conditioner, it's got the outside big unit I'd like to get that going because those are more efficient. But I need to know if that one is going to be repairable or, you know, all that stuff. So those things need to happen. I need water, heat, and air conditioning before I move. And I also need a functioning kitchen. You know, my first year and a half here, I was just living in a small room with a toaster oven and a hot plate and a really small fridge. And if I don't have to do that again, I don't want to do that again because, you know, eating sandwiches all the time because it's such a pain to do everything. And yeah, so I don't want to go through that again. I would very much like a functioning kitchen before I move. And then I also need to do some work outside. I need to build a couple more chicken coops. I need to get rid of some of the brush. I should clean out that storage shed that's there. There's a big old pile of trash and junk. I need to get that out of there before I move. And once that's out of there, then I've got one of those shed in a box things that I want to set up, you know, right in front of where that giant trash and junk pile is. And so yeah, so moving stuff from here to there is not the bottleneck. It's the stuff that I need people who know what they're doing. Getting the well and sand filter going, the furnace, the air conditioner, and getting my kitchen functioning enough for me to move there. And okay, my current truck, 2007 Dodge Dakota, only 129,000 miles. It will be available soon, not right away though. Yeah, not right away. And the Suburban, yeah, if it weren't for Drew living next door, there's no way I would have bought that thing. But he seems to think he knows his way around that, and all right, that's cool with me. I tell you, though, we test drove it on Wednesday, and boy, when I put my foot on the gas pedal, I've never had a 8-cylinder before. I've never had something that big. I rented a GMC Yukon like 20 years ago when my Subaru Forester was in the shop, but I never had anything that big, and it's a completely different. Yeah, don't get me started. So that was fun. That kind of sold me right off the bat, putting my foot on the gas, and it's not the fastest thing. It's big and slow and safe, and that's about my speed these days: big, slow, and safe. So I really like it, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. They've already put a newer stereo in there, so I can get my little MP3 player. I already had that hooked up on the way home. Yeah, I got to drive it for an hour on the way back from Russellville. It was a nice drive. Boy, it just feels different. It feels more powerful. It feels sturdier. It's smoother, and yeah, I think I am really going to like it. It will probably eventually become my second vehicle, and yeah, who knows in the future. It'd still be nice to have something a little bit more fuel efficient. And you know, originally I was looking at small SUVs and minivans. I am not opposed to minivans. I've had a minivan before, and it was very useful. I moved from Chicago to Seattle in a minivan. So yeah, that might be something where I get a minivan and that Suburban becomes my second vehicle in the future, but we'll get to that in a while. But it will be my daily only vehicle for a while, and until I can expand my little chicken breeding business. Speaking of that, I need to get going, man. I got more to deliver tomorrow. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days in a row. I've been leaving here and been gone for at least 3 hours or more a day. So some of my chicken chores are starting to pile up on me, and my lack of sleep is starting to get to me. And so it might be a few days of recovery here, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow, more that hatched today, and so more will be leaving tomorrow. And I'm exhausted, and I've got a new 1991, new to me, 1991 Chevy Suburban R2500. It's not four-wheel drive, and that's cool. I don't really need four-wheel drive. It does not have power windows or power door locks, and it's fine with me. The Dodge doesn't have it either. you know, that's just one more expensive thing that if it goes wrong, that's expensive to get those fixed. So I don't mind the manual doors and locks. And yeah, I could just keep going on all night, but this is my big purchase that you won't believe. And Drew is partly at fault. Dutch Creek Cabin, you can go blame him partially. I was searching for a new vehicle anyway. He just helped me find the right one. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for an opportunity to do something like this. And oh, one other thing is, yeah, the price range. I almost forgot. Save it for the end. The price range on the Suburban is about $3,000, and the price range on the Dodge Dakota, I'm probably gonna list it for like $4,800. And so the price difference between those two, if I get 45, let's say, $1,500, that can be used to do air conditioning, furnace, sand filter, stuff to help me really get moved, renovate the kitchen. So now that's all. Take her easy, everybody.